Oh no. All that matters is you're here. That's what matters. I gotta, over this weekend, I've got to sit down, just see who's not coming and send out search teams. Here we go. There's another person just came in. Does anyone have questions from anything? Any homework questions? I do want to kind of focus a little bit on homework questions. Anyone having trouble with anything? Let me know. We will cover it.
I just want to confirm when we do when we're talking about like centimeters as far as cylinders and spheres, balls, the balls are always to the third, like centimeters cubed or whatever that is, to the third power.
Volume is always, yeah, volume is always cubic.
Okay, I'm just making sure because when I'm writing everything down, I like sometimes I'll put a 2 and I'm like, wait, I gotta go back, and then I notice that my entire page is 2.
Yeah.
And then yeah, okay, all right, thank you.
I like it. So there is this thing you could actually figure out what's known as the surface area of a ball. So that's why I want to be very specific. Depending on what you're identifying, it could be square units, it could be cubic units. But if I'm talking about volume of anything, it's got to be cubic. You're right. So that's a good check.
Okay.
At the end of a problem is make sure it comes out to cubic. Yeah. In fact, that's the very first problem in the homework, right? Is to say, what do you notice is wrong here? It's the cubic. It should be a cube. Let's see. Okay, a few more people come in. I am not quite to halfway yet, but again, all that matters is that you're here. Any other questions on anything? What's happening tomorrow?
Quiz.
Quiz. On what sections?
2.1 to 2.4.
No.
No.
It was adjusted.
1.3. Yeah.
So the quiz tomorrow is 2.1
Okay.
through 2.3. Yeah. If you notice, the due dates changed. The 2.3 is due today now. It was originally due yesterday. So if you haven't finished 2.3, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm still working on that.
You're good. You're good.
And 2.2, I'm doing it all at the same time. Then I'm gonna send it in together. So
Understood. No, you're fine. Don't worry. All right, let me see. Somebody's got a question. 205. Oh, you want to go to 2.4 now? Okay. Well, let me focus first on. Let's focus first on. So don't let me forget that question, Trisha. But I want to focus first on 2.1 through 2.3. Since that's the quiz tomorrow. But I'll do that question right now. If nobody has any questions, are there any? You could private chat me if you don't want to let other people know you have a question for some reason. Is everything going okay with the homework? Are you guys doing okay? I will not judge you about your question. I only judge you when you don't ask questions, and you should have.
I just saw that you graded mine, so I'm gonna look through it real quick and then I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Yeah, give me just a second.
No worries. So I did finish grading. I'm pretty sure I finished grading everybody's 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. Not your corrections. If you did corrections, I haven't looked at corrections. Not surprisingly. Okay.
I had a question on the 2.3, the 1B. Like, can you explain that one?
Yeah, let's take a look. Okay.
Where's my?
Wait. 2.3. Do you mean from the prep skills?
Yeah.
So do you mean let's see, this problem here? No. Or do you mean
2.3.
So what page are you on?
180.
Okay. This one here.
Yeah.
Okay, now watch. This is beautiful. Quite a few people got this wrong. That's not what's beautiful. This is beautiful that you're asking this question. Now watch, I really want you guys to get this. Can somebody tell me what 4t itself means? What does 4t itself mean? Don't tell me, and don't use anything about multiplication. I don't want to hear a word about multiplication. Tell me what 4t means. You're all like, dude, I don't know, it's freaking 4 times t. What do you want from me? But no, there's a different,
Plus T,
yes,
T.
t plus t plus t plus t. Thank God that was a 4. Is everybody with me? So now listen, what if I had 4 t's and then I added another t? Can I consolidate that now? Do you see how I added another t? Can I consolidate those? Yes, no? Is everybody cool with the word consolidate? Can I put those together?
Yes.
Yes,
Because how many t's do I have now?
5.
I have 5 t's. Okay, now let's look at what this is asking me to do. Negative 12t cubed is a bunch of t cubes. It's like negative t cubed, another negative t cubed, and 12 of them. Is that okay? Can I consolidate that with 4 t's? Can I say that quickly? Like I wouldn't sit here and go 4t plus another t. I just say 5t. But so many t cubes plus so many t's, I cannot do anything with that. I can't consolidate it. I can't say I've got so many things. So I'm getting a few people tell me that the answer is, well, I don't know. I'm getting some weird answers for this. I think where I got, let's see, where was it? Oh, I can't remember. But it's definitely not negative 8t to the 4th, for example. I don't have any t to the 4th. So how could it be that? So these are not like terms. It just means I can't say that any quicker. Yeah, not like terms. Right? So for example, part C gives people trouble also. What do I have? I have how many what's here? How many what's do I have here? Does that make sense, the question? Sorry?
Y squared.
I have 18 y squares. And then I'm adding another
10 y squared.
10 y squares. So I'm not sure how people are telling me, oh, crappity doodah. 10, please cooperate. I'm not sure how people are telling me I have 28 y to the 4th. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Wait, do you see any y to the 4th in there?
No.
I don't see any y to the 4th. So what do I have 28 of? I have 28
Y squared.
y squares. I'm just consolidating how many y squares I have. Why can I do that? Because they're like terms. They're both a certain number of y squares.
But we can understand this mistake because, they think about the multiplication. In
Exactly.
the multiplication, we have to add the power.
Exactly.
together.
Okay. Wafa, get out of my head. So here's what I want to show you. I love it. What are exponents based on? What operation are exponents based on? You could do it. What's 3 squared?
Would it be like y times y? Or
Yeah, good. So exponents are based on multiplication.
Yes.
I really want this to make sense. Based on multiplication, man, it would make more sense if I could write English. What the hell does that say, Jeff? I don't know. It's based on multiplication. So what's the only time that an exponent will change is if I'm multiplying something with it. Like Wafa just said, what's y squared times y squared? Now that'll be y to the 4th. So why did the exponent change there? Because I'm doing the operation that it's based on. 2y's multiplied times another 2y's multiplied, I can consolidate that and make it 4y's being multiplied. So the exponent will only change when I'm multiplying by that same base, by another number of y's, right? So here, do you guys see how to look at this? I got 18 of these, and I got 10 of these, so I got 28 of these. I can't have 28 something else's, right? 18 chairs, 10 chairs, I got 28 elephants. I'm like, what? What? All right, maybe. Is that cool? So this is definitely not like terms. I just can't consolidate those. I owe Jim $12 and I found 4 turtles. Can I put those together? No, they're not like terms. They don't reference the same thing. One is a certain number of t cubes and the other one is a certain number of t's. Okay, I think I beat that one to death. Any other, is that okay? Is that cool? That's a good question because quite a few people made mistakes on those two. All right, and then there were some mistakes on this one. Which one of these? There's only one of these you can't do in number 2. Which one can you not do?
The yard and second.
Somehow, several people actually added those together and they used a conversion, and I have no idea where that came from. You cannot convert yards to seconds. That would make no sense in general, right? You can't say 2 yards is 3 seconds. No, what? No, that's not true. Okay. So that was neat for me, but that's obviously not like. Now, these are not like either, but why can I do more with this one? These aren't like units, but they both measure what?
Distance.
Sure, yeah, distance, right? Or length, which means I can convert one of them into the other one, and then I can put them together. And same thing over here. These both reference time. This one references distance, and this one references time. They are never going to go together. Okay. I like it.
Professor, I have a question for 2A and 2C.
Sure.
Because like the question was asking to rewrite the quantity so that they could be added.
Yes.
And I didn't add them up, and you put a question mark on it. Is it because I didn't add it up, or?
Yeah, you're right. The way they said this, it sounded like you just stopped. But yeah, go ahead and put them together.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
You're right, though. The way they worded this, it sounded like just stop there. But to me, that would be so like, I want this to be done. All right.
Okay.
Sure. 2.2 prep skills. What about it? Let's see. Hold on. Let me get there. So what's up here? Was there a question here?
Yes, there is a question there.
Okay.
So you struck everything out except for number 1.
Okay.
And now I'm confused. Because you would divide the 21st by 2, like on
Sure.
question. You would divide that first and then add the 12, right?
Yes.
Then what did I do wrong?
All right. So this is getting a little more specific. Let me see if I can look real quick. What is this? This is 2.1 basically, right? Let's see. Oh, I'm in the wrong class. That won't help, Jeff. Hold on. Hold on to your butts. Come on. There we go. All right, 2.1. There we go.
Or was it just that I was missing the extra work?
Oh yeah, you got to show me the steps.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, I like it.
Then how would I show steps for 4C?
4C was just wrong. So I don't know what happened. You're going to have to do that one again. So 4C, I agree with you, is one you do in the calculator, but somehow it came out. Either it came out wrong or you didn't finish it. I don't know. That looks like it might just be the answer to the first part. I don't know if you subtracted the rest of it. All right.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else? Questions from 212? Yes, Guillermo.
Oh, not from 212, but from 2.2.
Sure.
It was just I ended up putting like quantities for number 2 with 4 feet and plus 8 inches. Initially, I put 56 inches, but then I crossed it out. But I'm just wondering if that would be the right answer.
Yeah, because 4 feet would be 12 inches in a foot. So that would be 48 inches plus 8 inches is 56 inches. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And then for C, it would be 105 years.
Sure. Everybody got that. So every
Okay.
decade's got 10 years. Yeah. So 10 times 10, 100 years. I like it.
All right. Thank you.
100 years. Rick and Morty, rickandmorty.com. All right. Some people were converting inches to feet, which is really gross. And then they were converting years to decades, which, I mean, it works, but why do that? Especially when they don't tell you which way you have to do it. Okay. All right. Everybody else good? Everybody's good. Any other questions? Yes.
Yeah, I think maybe I just confused myself. Converting, okay, 2.3. Figuring out the percentage of space used as example, like number 4, or when we do the golf balls.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
all right. So I kind of gave an example because, all right. So you're going to find the volume of the can, and you're going to find the volume of all of the tennis balls, right? You've already found that earlier,
Yeah.
correct? So I just made up some numbers. So let's say the volume of the can comes out to be 100 cubic centimeters, and the volume of the balls comes out to be 30 cubic centimeters, just to make something up. That's not the answer. How would I figure out the percentage of the can that the balls take up? That's okay.
The division?
Yeah, it'll be 30 out of 100. Yeah, so whatever your volume of your tennis balls, take it and divide it by your volume of the can. That's how you always figure a percentage out. You take the part, divide it by the whole.
Okay, because I did that, but my answer was wrong. But I don't know if I'm just missing, if I messed up my I don't know, because you didn't mark anything wrong for the volumes that I got, but maybe I just calculated it incorrectly. I don't know.
So again, anytime you're asking about something that I've created, just let me know so I can pick it up here and see. Let's see. Wait. There you go. Oh, I don't know. You just try to divide that again. That's not what you get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's why I didn't cross anything else out, because it's all good. It's just your answer for some reason came out wrong. So you might have hit the wrong button or something. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I think I did the same thing for whatever question it is later on, like 7, and I must have calculated it incorrectly because they're both wrong. Okay, thank you.
Sure. All right. Okay. Anything else, guys, before we get back into where we left off?
I have a question for the same page, number
Yes.
3.
All right, hold on, let me pull it up here. This one?
Yeah.
Real quick, one thing that I saw a few people do, and again, the book doesn't really word this too well, but they want you to find the volume of the can and the volume of all three balls combined. They don't want you to combine this volume with that volume. There's no purpose to that, to add the balls in the can. So I don't know if that's what happened to you, but for the people that did that, you just didn't have to do that. They mean the combined volume of all three balls. That's what they mean. Don't combine that with the volume of the can. That doesn't make any sense. It wouldn't mean anything. But was that your question, or what's your question?
Yeah, that was my question.
Okay. So it's not like you did something wrong. It's just the book made it sound like maybe you're supposed to, but does that make sense that that wouldn't mean anything? To add the volume of the balls and the volume of the can, it really wouldn't represent anything. Yeah.
So we're just writing the answer for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Writing the answer for each, because that gets you ready for number 4. So you know which two numbers you're going to divide.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Okay. Is that good? Everybody feels good with that? Let me know. Okay. All right, so that's all the questions. Let's get back into where we left off. So last time we were looking at conversions of things. So let's try a few more problems out. I really want you guys to completely understand this. So let's do this. Maybe I get off my ass. Should I turn off my Death Star? Or we could just do, yeah, let's just do the problems here. They give us a lot of problems to work on in the book. Let's try some of these out. Okay, a rate is a ratio, unit rates, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? There was a video on YouTube about somebody asking somebody else, if you're going 80 miles an hour, how far did you go in an hour? And they didn't believe it was 80 miles, but we'll get past it. So obviously that's what this means. Every hour I go 75 miles. I like it. Oh, okay. So for example, they want to take 450 milliliters and slowly drip it into a mixture over a 5-hour period. So can you express that as a rate? How would I express that as a rate?
.450 ml pH.
pH. Oh, no. Per is not per hour. It's per how many hours?
Per 5 hour.
There we go. Now you could make it what you're saying. Couldn't you reduce this? That's what number 3 says.
Yeah.
Is everybody with me first off? So, right, if they want to drip this much over a 5-hour period, so it's drip, 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 and 5 hours later, it's empty. So that would be 450 milliliters per 5 hours. So how many milliliters per hour to make it a
90.
unit rate?
90.
Yeah, 90. All right, not that big of a deal there, right? That would be 90 milliliters every hour. I like it. So if you've ever been in the hospital and they put an IV in you, they have a drip rate. They can adjust the drip rate. Or if you ever watched a medical show, they adjust the drip rate. No, yes, maybe. Because they know how much medicine they want to go into your system per time so they can adjust how quickly it's dripping. We'll kind of look over the fact that the book says this is a love potion, but you know, whatever. Oh shit, why am I doing it? That's right, I have to. All right, so everybody understand that piece there. So this is a rate, but it's also a conversion tool. So if I waited, so in 2 hours, how much of the stuff would have dripped? How much of the stuff would have dripped? I don't know how else to say that.
180.
Yeah, because it's 90 milliliters every hour. You don't even have to do this, but just to remind you guys. So that'd be 180 milliliters in 2 hours. So 2 hours later, I got 180 milliliters of the stuff in my system. Okay. All right. And then the problem can become a lot more interesting when you take into account the rate at which the body gets rid of the stuff that's in the system, but that's not coming into play. Okay. Is everybody with me so far? I'm going to clear this away. All right, so let's put this back up here. Let me see. Oh, let's do two things. It wants to convert this rate into liters per minute. This is beautiful. Okay, so let's get a couple of things. So the rate we have right now was 90 milliliters per hour. What's going on here? Well, no, you're fine. I thought that's what I wrote. Yeah. So watch this. This is where we get interesting. So let me write that again. So it was 90 milliliters. Yeah, you can write it like that. There's nothing wrong with that. 11. Just like miles per hour, whatever. And I want to make this, I want to take this and make it liters per minute. Okay, I love it. Does somebody remember how to change? Let's take care of the top first. How could I change milliliters into liters? What could I write down for myself? What's the saying? King
Henry died Monday drinking chocolate milk.
died. Yeah, Monday. And that's where we put the L instead of the M, but yeah, laughing or whatever. Drinking chocolate milk. So now how do I convert milliliters to liters? Does everybody remember this from yesterday? What would I do? What is it? What does this mean? What I just did? I've no idea. I blacked out for a minute.
The decimal place over 3.
Yes. So you find where you are and you see how many times you got to move to get to where you want to be. And then you move the decimal that many times in that direction. I really want you guys to understand. That's insane. That's so easy. But we were born, or we live now in America, and we don't use easy things for some reason. I don't know. So let's see what that would be. So I would take 90 and I would move the decimal over 1, 2, and then 3. I have to put a 0 there. So now I've got 0.090 liters per 1 hour. Okay, so that's where I am now. So pretty cool with what I did. All I did was I took the top and I converted it to liters. So now this becomes this. Let me stop. Now, what unit is still wrong?
Hour.
Yeah, and so I want to take hours and I want to make it minutes. So where would I put hours?
So now hours would go on the top.
Good. Why would hours go on the top? They have to go on the top so that
They can cancel.
they cancel. Stay with me. Stay with me. This is so beautiful. I don't want hours anymore. I want to change it. So of course I'm going to put hours where it's going to cancel with it. So the hours are dead to me now. Now, where do I go from hours? What can I put down here?
60 minutes.
Yeah, I can go to minutes. Then you put the number next to the right unit. I'm not going to put 60 up here. No, there's not 60 hours in a minute. Although It has felt like that sometimes. Right? Especially during your class, Waller. Shut up. So 1 hour is 60 minutes. So now what units will I be in? I'll be in liters per minute, which is what I want. So does it matter if the unit is in the top or the bottom? No, the idea remains. Whatever unit you want to get rid of, you put it across from itself so it kills itself. They cancel out, and then I can replace it with the unit that I want. So how would I do this? What would I put in the calculator to figure this out? What do I put in the calculator to figure this out?
0.09 divided by 60.
Yeah, 60 is on the bottom. So I would divide by it. All right, so go ahead. I'll wait. Oh, somebody's chatting at me. I can't handle it. That sounds about right. Did anyone else get that same answer? Is anyone else trying it out? Or are y'all like, Trisha's got this? All right. All right, so 0.0015 liters per minute. I love it. So 90 milliliters per hour means the same exact thing as 0.0015 liters per minute. And just to make them happy, how would I put that in scientific notation?
Uh, 1.5 times 10 to the third
No,
second.
no.
Oh, then negative
-3.
third.
Yeah, -3. I like it because it was small. So I actually have to divide by 10 multiple times, which is what the negative power means. Those 10s are on the bottom. I want all this to come together. It all makes sense, believe it or not. It's a negative power because I really want to divide, so it becomes a small number, right? Okay, maybe. All right, let me clear this away. Let me do a problem sort of related to that. Let's do this. Oh, let's see what's coming in. Oh, forgot the negative power. Don't worry. Let's do this together. All right, I'm going to clear all this away. You ready? It's going to go away. By badly written stuff. Okay, let's look this up together. Let's use the power of the internets to look something up. Let me first do this. All right. I got all kinds of weird shit up here. So let me go to Googly. Tell me, anybody, is anyone from a different country, and what is your currency in that country? Anybody currently, did you grow up in a different country? And what's the currency in that country? Anybody here that grew up in a different country? It's okay if not. If not, does anyone have a particular country they're curious about? Does anyone know what currency they use in New Zealand, for example? I don't know.
In our country, we use the liters, kilometers, and something.
No. I mean currency, money. Like in America, it's dollars and stuff.
Yeah, in our country is real.
How do you spell it?
Real. R-I-A-L.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Real. Here we go. All right, let's look this up. All right, so 1 Iranian rial would be 0.000024 dollars. Is everybody with me? So this is the reality. So take a minute, write that down for me. So that's really neat. I don't think I ever really looked up Iranian currency. I had no idea what it was called. So I am learning something today. All right, so everybody got this written down? 1 rial is 0.000024 American dollars. So I'm going to close this up. Everybody's got that? I'm going to close this up. Bam. Now let's come back here to the book. Get some white space here. Give me some white space book. There we go. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay. So let's see. Somebody help me out again. I have very little memory. So let's see. Somebody tell me what that was. So it was $1 equals, what was it? 0.00. How many O's?
4.
4. And then 2.4?
2.4.
Holy crap. Come on, pen. Oh, somebody's got it in chat for me. Thank you. Get out of there. All right. 2.4. Okay. Real. So what if I had something? This, I'm going to be a little evil. Well, let's see. You guys can help me out. I need to double check this. Oh yeah, that's right, Jeff. I got the actual physical book. So you might need to reference page 192 for this in your book. All right, let me see what they give you so I can give you something that is, okay, let's do this. Yeah, I like it. So what if I had, I was going to buy something and it cost, let's say it cost, let's do this. You could do it, Jeff. Let's say it costs 3 reals per, what, Jeff? Per 121 quarts. All right, somebody's chatting at me. Oh, sure. Yeah, all right. Somebody's being a stickler. Bing! So what's interesting is the reason we sometimes put a 0 in front of the decimal is so the decimal doesn't get lost. So I appreciate that. Thank you. I want us to convert. Does everybody understand what's happening here? I should have written it the other way. Why did I write it this way? I have no idea. Let me write it the other way. So let's say if I want to, there's something that's 121 quarts of this stuff. And it costs, do I want it this way? Yes. No, I don't. I want it the first way. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sure it's what we're used to. There we go. Let's stick with that. Okay. So it costs 3 reals. I'm in Iran and I've got this little store and they're going to sell me something, 121 quarts of this stuff for 3 reals. And I want to know how many dollars per liter is that? Does everybody understand the idea? So it's going to cost me 3 reals for 121 quarts. And I want to know how many dollars per liter that is. All right, so watch this. 3 reals per 121 quarts. So what unit do you want to start with? Pick a unit. We don't want either one of these units here anymore, do I? I want to end up with dollars per liter. So I don't want either one. Which one do you want to kill first?
Quarts.
Quarts, okay. Where would I put quarts so they would cancel?
On the bottom.
If I put it on the bottom.
On the top, I meant.
Okay. So if I put it on the bottom, they would make quart squared, which would be weird. So I want to put quart up here. And what do I want on the bottom? And can I get there? Is somebody looking on page 192? Is there a way to get from quarts to liters?
1.6 or 1.06 quarts equals 1 liter.
All right, so there is a way to get there. So I want to go from quarts to liters. So what number do I put next to quart right here? What goes here?
1.06.
Yes, 1.06 quarts for every liter. So now do I have my volume correct? Am I where I want to be with volume?
Yes.
Yes. So what else do I need to take care of?
The real.
Conversion real.
Yes. So where would I put reals? Top or bottom?
On the
Bottom.
bottom.
Yes. Why on the bottom? So that they will cancel. I don't want reals anymore. I want dollars. Now, what number goes next to the real? I didn't give myself enough room, did I?
1.
No, careful. What does the conversion say? $1 So I put the one next to the dollar, and next to the real goes,
the long decimal. Got it.
yeah, 0.1234424. Whew. All right, so let's see if you guys can do this. What am I going to put in my calculator to do this? Any questions on how I got this set up? Any questions on this setup? Can you see how to verify? On the top, dollars are left alive. That's what I want. On the bottom, liters are left alive. That's what I want. So I know this will become the right answer. So what do I put into my calculator? 3
Times 1.06
times 1.06.
divided by the real.
You left something out.
Oh,
What numbers are on the bottom?
To divided by the real.
Don't forget about the 121. It's on the bottom too, isn't it?
Oh, divided by, yeah. Divide that. And
So
then
3 times 1.06 divided by 121 because it's on the bottom, divided by 0.000024 because it's on the bottom. So I don't know what that's going to be. Let me see. Probably I should do this too. Oh, stop trying to do it in your head, Jeff. Just put it in the calculator. All right, I got an answer. Do you guys have an answer?
I might
Is
have
it
an
one-
answer, but my answer is a little confusing.
Okay,
Would it be 1095.04?
that's what I got.
That's what I got too.
Sure. Why is that confusing?
is this in reals?
No, we know what it's in, right? It's in dollars.
Oh, in
'Cause
dollars. Yeah.
we got rid of the reals and we replaced it with dollars. Yeah. So it'll be $1,095.04. $1,095.04 per liter. So that shouldn't be, I don't know. Why is that confusing?
I'm more confused on the placements of trying to figure out the question. Like 3 over 121. That one's explainable, but 1.06 quarts over 1L. I think I'm just getting confused on where to put the numbers.
All right, so let's do this again. I'm gonna erase all this. And maybe this time I'll do it so it's not slanted. Let me see if I can do that. I'll leave the answer there. All right. So we write where we start. So I'm starting at 3 reals per 121 quarts.
Right.
Now what we did was we got rid of the quarts first. So where would I put quarts? I would have to put quarts up here. And then liters. Now, what's the conversion between those two? That's up here. Where does 1.06 go? It's got to go next to what?
The quarts.
There, that's it. So of course it goes up here because that's where the quarts are.
Okay. I'm starting to
I
see.
like it. I like it. No, I'm not trying to make you feel bad or anything.
Oh yeah, you good. You good.
It's you got a really good point, but you have to follow. So the first thing to worry about is the units, and then I put the numbers where they're supposed to go, right next to the appropriate unit. So we got the bottom figured out, and then we got rid of these by putting them down here. And I put the dollars up here, and then from this, $1 is 0.12344 reals. So now these cancel. So then I'm going to end up in dollars per liter. So once you put all that in the calculator, kabam.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm trying to see it. Yeah.
So real quick, if $1 is 0.000024 reals, 1 real would be how many dollars? Let me see if I could do this in a nice way. Do you guys even see how to do that? So $1 is 0.00024 real. 1 real is how many dollars? How would I figure that out?
24,000? No.
No. I see what you're trying to do. What do I do to this to make it become 1? Don't I have to divide by it?
Yes.
So I better do the same thing to the other side. So what is 1 divided by 0.00024?
Uh, 41,666 to 0.66.
I like it. So 1 real, if you had 1 real, it would be $41,666.67. Do you understand? So does this now make more sense?
That's true.
Yes, it's true.
Oh my gosh.
I'm having a hard time grasping the conversion, I think.
Which conversion?
Just the real to dollar. I don't know.
Yeah, I think some mistake here.
Because I'm
in my
like,
country,
I
it's
used to work in a
super
bank,
difficult.
so I used to do conversions. So I'm having a hard time grasping it.
All right, let's do this here. Look at this. All right, let's come back here. And let me flip this around. Well, actually, now it's changed. It probably changed a little bit in the meantime. But it's around 40-something thousand.
Wow.
Oh, did I put that the wrong way around? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's why I was saying like
All right.
1,095 doesn't
I'm
seem
with
right for a liter in USD. Wouldn't
1
that be?
real.
That's real, correct?
Okay. All right. So from the beginning, I wish I wouldn't have erased that, but I might have turned the 2 around. Is that what I did? I think that's what I did.
Yeah, so the 00024 is the reals to USD.
Yes.
Yeah,
then
so when we
yeah.
got 1,095.04, isn't that reals to liters, or did something get jumbled?
Well, no, this is what
Because
I
a liter is a bottle of water, so I'm
Now, stop. What's happening?
okay.
What is happening? So let me come back and say I nothing happened wrong, right? $1 does equal 40-something thousand Iranian reals, right? So I think maybe I did.
Makes sense. Yes.
Okay.
Because
just
in
the
the
fact
lira, in
it's
the
sort of like,
Lebanese lira, $1 equal 10,600. And that makes sense. Yeah. In this case.
okay. Yeah, so 1 United States dollar is equal to 42,105 real. All right. It's just like, I don't know if you guys know about lira. It used to take so many hundreds of thousands of lira to make $1. I mean, it's kind of insane sometimes with it's just the way the currency works in depending on what country you're in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
So maybe that's what threw people off is the weird conversion. Yeah. I don't know. All right. For a minute there, I thought maybe I got things backwards, but no. So can you have like a feeling of common sense related to a currency you never really use? No, because we don't have everyday connection to them, right? It's sort of like if I ask you, does it make sense this is about 7 decameters? You would look at me like, I have no freaking idea because I can't even imagine what a decameter looks like. Are you guys with me? Could you imagine it right now, what a decameter looks like? Some of you guys maybe, because you maybe grew up with metric. Can you imagine what an inch is? Can you guys show me what an inch is?
Your knuckle?
Yeah, of course you can, because we grew up with it. Now, somebody show me how long a decimeter is. Can you do it? No, because we didn't grow up with it. So I think part of the problem, the reason this doesn't necessarily make immediate sense is because we're working with currency that we don't use all the time. So it feels like it doesn't make sense. All right, maybe. I gotta look back at the video though. It's possible I turned the two around. It's not impossible. But, all right. If so, that's my fault, and I'm sorry. I might have turned the two around now that I think about it. That sucks. I didn't mean to do that. Maybe we try one more problem out. Let's see. What time is it? Oh, we got to. All right. Don't want you guys to give up on me. Let's try a different country. All right, guys. Any country you guys are curious about in terms of currency? Or somebody else have a different country they want to let me know about?
Can try Lebanese lira, but now we have a lot of problem because the black market.
Sorry,
It's
sorry.
different.
Where are we at?
Yeah,
Which
Lebanese lira.
lira?
Yes. No, it's not Turkish. Lebanese. Oh, yeah. A lot of liras.
Oh, it's another Iranian?
Lebanon. Lebanese.
Oh, Lebanese. Okay, Lebanon, Lebanese. All right, one Lebanese. Oh, that's interesting. They have pound.
No, we say
All right, let's
lira.
try it again. So let's try one Lebanese lira. Here we go.
Mhm.
For some reason, they're calling it a pound. All right, but we'll say this is a lira. Does this look, well, let's see. Let me turn that around. $1 to Lebanese. Jeff, you can do it. Lira. There we go. All right, so $1 is 1,525. We'll say lira. All right, that probably is what pound translates into. Maybe, I don't know. So everybody write that down. Let's try this again. $1 is 1,525 lira. Put lira down. Okay, has everybody got that? All right, I'm going to assume that's a true thing. So 1525. So let's see. 1525. So I got. Let me see. Hold on. Shoot. The longer it takes me to write this, the less I remember. So $1 was 1,525 lira, right? Okay. All right. So let's say I wanted to buy something. And let's say it was, what do you got, Jeff? Yeah, let's say it's 37 lira for 1 milliliter, right? And I want to convert that to dollars per quart. All right. I don't know why I'm back to being crooked again, but oh well. Is everybody understanding what we want to do? So the way I always do these, sorry. So 37 lira, 1 milliliter. What can I do first? What's an easy step to do first? What do you think I should start with, the top or the bottom? No?
Bottom.
Yeah, the bottom. So I can do my King Henry died Monday, drinking chocolate. Let me just put liters everywhere. Chocolate milk. So how do I go from milliliters to liter? 1, 2, 3. What kind of sucks about this is I start with a 1. I really want everybody with me. The decimal, of course, is right here. Right, let me do it down here. Decimal's right here. So I want to go 1, 2, 3. So I got to add 2 zeros. So this becomes 37 lira per 0.001 liters. So I've gone from milliliters to liters. Okay. So I got the bottom to liters. which is not really what I want to be yet. But why did I do that? I really should have started from the beginning. How do we get from milliliters to quarts? Well, again, what gets me to quarts on that page? I have to know liters to get to quarts. I like it. So you got to know your path you want to take. So I go from from milliliters to liters. So now let's keep taking care of the bottom. I don't want the bottom to be in liters. I want it to be in quarts, right? So where do I put liters?
On the top.
Oh,
On the top. And on the bottom, I'm going to put what?
lira.
No, quarts.
No,
Careful. You only can take care of one thing at a time. So we're killing the liters and replacing it with quarts. So then the bottom will be correct. All right, this is liters. So what's the conversion between liters and quarts? It was
1 liter equals 1.06 quarts.
I like it. So now I can focus on the top. So where am I going to put lira?
On the bottom.
On the bottom. Am I spelling that right? Was it an A or an E? Shoot, I might be spelling it wrong. So now what number goes where for this conversion? What goes with $1?
1.
1. And the lira gets the 15.25. I like it. So now what am I going to put into my calculator? Don't miss anybody. So it'll be 37. Everything is going to be what?
Divided by.
Divided by. So divided by 0.001, divided by 1.06, divided by 1525. Why am I dividing? Because everything is on the bottom, right? These ones don't really do anything when I multiply by 1, so I don't need to do that. So let's see what we get.
$22.89.
I like it. 22.89 what?
Dollars.
Dollars per
Quart.
Of course.
You could write it like this. You could write it 22.89 per quart. That's fine. But I mean, that's what the line means is per, right? So either way you write it, it's okay. So what's the main thing I want you to get from this? I don't want you to get anything about lira specifically, but it's neat to know Lebanon uses lira. Rial is cool to know, but what's important to learn right now? You put the units where they will cancel, and you put the unit you want to go to on the other side, right? Sort of like we put the liters up here, so they would cancel here, and I put the quart there. Then I put the number that goes with the right unit. It's so beautiful. I keep saying it's beautiful, and I know that you guys probably don't agree with me, but I don't have to know ahead of time if I'm going to multiply or divide. I just see where does the number end up. In this case, it ended up on the bottom, so I divided. So all I have to worry about is putting the units in the correct place. Then the numbers fall into the right place. It's really nice. Okay, maybe, possibly. What do we got? We got a chat. It's new and interesting. I like it. Now, obviously, if you weren't paying much attention, you could actually, Google will check all your answers for you because Google will convert anything. So, but obviously don't go to Google to get your answer. Do your work because you got to show me the work, but then you can check it. So let's see if it'll do it for me. I'm going to stop sharing. Let me see. Somebody help me out here. Let's see. I got to write this down. I want to put this into Google and see what it says. So 37, what was it? 37 lira per milliliter. Let's see if it'll do this for me. And I want to go to dollars per quart. All right, let's see what Google can do. What can Google do for us? So let's see what happens here. Let me try to do this. Here we go. So what was it, Jeff? Oh, shit. I think I wrote it down wrong. 37 lira per milliliter to US dollars per, I don't know if, let's see if Google understands this, right? Let's see if Google, to be honest, I've never really used it for this much. Nope, it doesn't understand it. Darn it. Maybe it can't do all this for us. Well, that's good in a sense, I guess, maybe. So you can't really copy from there. I thought for sure it would do it, but oh well. I should have checked that before. Anyway, I'll have to play around with that. I'm not sure. I thought for sure it would do it, but maybe I have to put parentheses in there. I don't know. I'll have to play around with it. Okay. So coming back to this, I want you to realize the problems we just did are on the harder side compared to what you're going to have to do in this section, right? So they bring these back. Remember these formulas here for temperature. So there's going to be some temperature conversion. So if you want to convert which, I know it's a lot to take in. I understand. Which formula would you use to convert 200 Fahrenheit to Celsius? The first one or the second one? Which formula would you use to do this? Yeah, why the second one?
Because Celsius equals.
Good. So in the second one, what's your input? Fahrenheit. That makes sense. I have an input of Fahrenheit and I want the output to be Celsius. Does everybody get that? So those are nice. There's equations. I just have to put them in the right place in the equations to get the answer. They even have some Kelvin stuff going on. I like it. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Yeah. Let's do one more and then we'll call it a day. All right. So make sure you got your page 192 ready. So the recommended delivery is 0.2 units of insulin per kilogram. How many units for a 178-pound patient? So let me ask you this. Which thing did they give me that is a conversion rate? What in number 9 is a conversion rate? They gave me some data. What part of this is the conversion?
Kilogram?
That's the part that needs to be converted, possibly, right? So what did they tell me? 0.2 units per kilogram. That's one piece of data they gave me. And the other piece of data they gave me is I have a 178-pound patient. So which one of those is a conversion?
Is it pound to? I don't know. I'm lost by the question.
All right. So let me ask you this. 73 inches and 1 foot equals 12 inches. Which one of those is the conversion rate? Which one of these is the conversion?
The 1 foot equals 12 inches.
Yes. 1 foot is 12 inches. So look what this says. 0.2 units is a kilogram for insulin, right? Or a kilogram means 0.2 units of insulin, right? That is the conversion. So for this many of these, for each one of these, that's the conversion. So if I had somebody who weighed 2 kilograms, I'd be very, very, very concerned about them. But how much insulin would they get? If it's 0.2 per kilogram.
0.0.
0.4.
0.4. Okay. So that's the conversion. So I have a 178-pound patient. So I need to take pounds and I need to convert it to units. Units of insulin, right? So I'm going to write, how am I going to get from pounds to units of insulin? What do I have to be able to get to units of insulin? What do I have to know? Why were we able to do this? I love you guys. The conversion they give me is between units of insulin and what?
Kilogram.
Kilograms. So what's wrong with what we know about the patient? Okay,
They're in pounds
pounds. So I need to go from pounds
to kilograms.
to kilograms, and then I can go using this. I can go to units of insulin. So I'm starting with a 178-pound patient. In order to use the conversion they gave me, I need kilograms, and then I can use it to get to units of insulin. So this is the path I want to take. How do I get rid of pounds and make it kilograms? Where would I put pounds?
Bottom right.
On the bottom. Kilograms on the top. So look that up real quick. How many what's in what for the kilograms in the pounds? If you look it up on page 192, what's the conversion between kilograms and pounds?
2.2.
2.2 goes where?
Pounds.
Good. 2.2 pounds is 1 kilogram. So now the pounds, now I'm in kilograms. Now I don't want kilograms. I want units of insulin. So where would kilograms go so I can kill it?
Bottom right.
On the bottom. I like it. Kilograms to units. And what's the conversion tell me? 0.2 units per kilogram. So 1 kilogram requires 0.2 units. And now it's just a question of put it in your calculator correctly, right? How would I put all this in my calculator? Because now I'm going to end up in units of insulin. See the pounds canceled, kilograms canceled. So now I'm going to answer the actual question, right? How many units? So what do I put in my calculator?
Was it 178 divided by 2.2 times 0.02?
Yes.
No, divided.
Oh, okay.
The only thing you divide is 2.2 because that's the only thing on the bottom. And then 0.2 is on the top, so you're going to multiply by it, right? So if it's on the bottom, you divide by it. If it's on the top, you multiply by it. That's beautiful. So there are several steps to get to the end. What's the path you're going to take? Put the units so they cancel, and then put it in your calculator correctly. But each step is not terribly difficult, right? It's just the fact that there are multiple steps. And then whatever you get here, I have no idea. Let's see. Anybody get that answer yet?
16.18.
Yeah, that's neat. 16.18 units of insulin. Okay. Woo!
Professor, like this is kind of like fuzzy for me because in the last question we was dividing all the way across from the bottom.
Yeah, why? Because every single number was on the bottom. What number is on the bottom in this problem?
Just the 2.2.
The pounds.
The 2.2. So what's the only thing I'm going to divide by?
1.
No. What's on the bottom? I mean, one's on the bottom. Do we care about the ones? Do we care about the ones? Divided by 1, multiplied by 1, does that do anything?
No.
All right, so that's why we don't care about the ones. So I'm going to take 178. I'm going to divide by this because it's on the bottom. I'm going to multiply by this.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing it. Okay. I
Sweet.
get it.
That last problem, you're right. Every important number, though, was on the bottom, right? The top is all ones. So that's why
Right.
we ended up just dividing, going crazy with division.
Okay.
Do you guys get, so it's really, 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 really nice. There's no guesswork here. You divide if it's on the bottom, you multiply if it's on the top.
I see it like a little map now. Now that we've done the
Yes,
problem,
yes.
it's like a little map. I can see a pattern.
Yes.
And when they're all at the bottom, there's another pattern, but they're not always the same. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So don't overgeneralize. I think that's a good, you just go through the process and then you step back and you say, oh, that number I'm going to divide, that number I'm going to multiply. You got to trust the process. So I like the fact it's like a map. Here's a path to go. And then you got the grid. And the numbers fall in the right place. All right, now obviously we're going to do some more examples of this tomorrow. But hopefully this is enough to get you started if you want to start doing that homework sometime. So tomorrow we'll try some more of these out. I think that's enough for today. What do you guys think? I think so.
Yeah, my brain's still processing it all.
Understood. So you don't want to try to cram too much in your brain. All right. So let me know if you need to hang out for a minute. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
See you. Bye. All right, guys. I'm out of here.